Hey y'all, it's me again, Valerie. Welcome back to my yarn room. Yay! Okay, today I want to show y'all how to do that cute little Christmas tree. And you can decorate it any way you want to. The rope that I used to go around it, all I did was do an extra long chain and just attached it up at the top and just wrapped it around. Okay? And you can crochet the little balls however you want to. I think I just did like a slip stitch or a slip stitch. And I think I chained one and then went right back into that same thing and did like a couple of single crochets and tied it off and boom, done. But the body of the tree, the way I did it was I used 2 strands of number 4 worsted weight yarn. Okay, now I'm going to do this one a little bit different. Because the one that I did before, it was before I knew how to do the magic ring. So the opening at the top was a little bit big. I don't want a big opening at the top. I want it to be narrow at the top. Closed off completely. It's a tree. So, on this one, I'm going to do the magic ring. And the way I do the magic ring is I hold it just like this. My tail's down here, facing me. I put my yarn down like this. I wrap it. And then I bring it up like this. And I hook my pinky around it. Then on the back side, the back side of your hand, I go under those. Grab those and pull them through. As I'm doing that, I'm turning my hand, okay? And then I grab my working yarn and I pull it through. That locks it in. Then I can take my fingers out. Okay? That's all it is. Just a big slip stitch. Alright, I'm going to chain another one. Now, that chain 2 right there does not count as anything. It's just for height. I'm going to do 6 double crochets, working over my tail in that magic ring. Working with both strands of yarn. My suggestion, I'm using a 6mm hook. My suggestion would be don't go no smaller than 6. If you want it looser, you can go a little bit bigger, but I wouldn't attempt, say, a 5 or anything smaller. Alright, there's 3. 4. 5. And 6. Now, you see the pattern that it's giving you with the 2 strands of different colors? You ain't got to go with the same colors I go with. I'm using, the dark green is, Patty Super Saver. And the light green is, Loops and Thread Impeccable in the color Mint. Just in case you want the same colors I got. Alright, we got our 6 double crochets. So what I'm going to do, I don't like that loop right there, so I always pull it out at this point. Because, you know, your yarn loops over. I'm going to grab my tail. And I'm going to pull. Okay? And I'm going to push it with my finger down. because I want my tail on the inside. Now, not that chain 2, but the top of that first double crochet. I'm going to slip stitch. Okay? Now see, it closed that opening right there off. Perfect. Okay, then I'm going to chain 2. Now, when working like this and doing like a beanie, your next row will be 2 double crochets in every stitch. We're not doing that. So, in that same stitch that you did the chain 2, I want you to put 1 double crochet. Okay? Then in the next stitch, I want you to put 2 double crochets. And we're increasing. And then the next one, put 1. And in the next one, put 2. Keep that tail out the way. I have problems with that. Y'all ever have a problem with your tail getting in your way? I didn't do something right there. Well, that's a big old gap. Okay, I'm back. And I know why it was a big old gap. I was going in between the stitches. So I was doing a post on this one. Can't do that. That's what happens when you get sick and you crochet. Alright, so that one gets 2. See? Worked out. Okay, then you should have 2 stitches left because that's a false stitch. That's where we slip stitched. So you should have that one and that one left. So in this one, we're going to put 1 double crochet. And then that last one, we're going to put 2. Because in the first one that we did 1. So we should end on a 2. Okay, and then not that chain 2. We're going to slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet. Because like I said, that chain 2 don't count. Okay, and then we're going to chain 2. Okay, see what's happening, right? This right here's our magic ring. And our next row, we went out a little bit. So, our next row, that chain 2 don't count. We're going to do 1 double crochet in the first one. 1 double crochet in the next one. And in the next one, we're going to put 2 double crochets in the next stitch. And we're going to work that all the way around. And you should have 3 sets. Because we started with 6 double crochets. So, all the way down, it should be 3 sets. So, the pattern all the way around this one, well, I messed up. I went into the next stitch. Let me do that again. Yeah. See, I shouldn't even attempt, but I got to. I'm dedicated. Okay. That's the pattern all the way around this one. 1, 1, 2. So, you'll go 1, 1, 2. And you should have 3 left to go 1, 1, 2. And I'll meet you back over here. Alright, I made it all the way back around. And not in my chain 2. In the top of my first double crochet, I'm going to slip stitch. And then I'm going to chain 2. Now, can anybody guess what the next row is going to be? The pattern. Come on, I know you can do this. Right. Yeah, I act like I can hear y'all. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so in this row, we did 1, 1, 2. So in this row, we're going to do 1, if I can do it, 1, 1, and 2. And that's going to be our pattern all the way around this one. And that's going to be our pattern all the way throughout the whole entire thing. Each row, you're going to gain 1 single crochet right here. And then do your 2. And you just make it as long as you want it. It'll just keep going a little bit wider all the way down. So I think you're gaining 3 stitches with each row. That's it. That's all it is to making the tree. And by using 2 strands together, it's pretty firm. So it'll stand up on its own. And you just make it as long as you want it. Heck, if you want it 20 rows long, do it. If you want it real short, just 6 rows long, do it. Make it your own. If you don't want it two-tone green, by all means, do 2 strands of the same yarn. You want it to be flimsy, do 1 strand. Make it your own. And decorate it however you want to decorate it, because it's your tree. If you don't want to decorate it at all, don't. If you want it to look like it's just a forest with snow, buy some of that canned snow spray and just spray it. It's yarn. It'll be okay. Well, that's going to be all for today. I'll meet you back here tomorrow for another grand adventure right here in Val's Yarn Room. Do something nice for somebody. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Give us a like, thumbs up. That lets YouTube and me know whether you like me or not. And share if you can, or if you know how. Others might want to know what we're doing on Val's Yarn Room. And Christmas is right around the corner. If you celebrate it. If you don't, I'm sorry. I celebrate it, so I'm going to talk about Christmas. My mom, she loves Christmas. That's her favorite holiday. And not for the presents. The decorations. She absolutely loves putting out Christmas decorations, lighting her house up, filling her house with joy. I think that's where I get it from, the wanting to decorate, wanting to do things to celebrate. All right. Leave me a message. And we'll meet you back here tomorrow for another grand adventure right here in Val's Yarn Room. Love each and every single one of y'all to pieces. Bye, y'all.